encoded in media images are ideologies about how we think about the world, belief systems, constructions of reality. And we develop our notions of reality from the cultural mechanisms around us. And one of the most important cultural institutions that we have today is indeed the media. What's amazing when you look at Disney and Disney movies over the years is how little the image of females has really changed. You still have the same highly sexualized female body with the big breasts, the tiny waists, the fluttering eyelashes, the coy expressions, the seductress. These images seem very similar over the years, and even when they're in animal form, you know, you've got this very seductive little female animal.
Hello?
This presents people with a kind of notion of what femininity is about. This is not a mirror on society. This is not reflecting who women really are or what females really are. It is basically constructing notions of what femininity is. And these are not notions that necessarily Disney invented, but what they do with these notions is they caricature them, they wrap them up in this Magic Kingdom wrapper, and they sell them to children. And that's really the power of Disney.
When they're young, they're trying to figure out, what does it mean to be a woman? What do I look like if I'm a girl? What should I look like? And they'll focus on the most salient, dramatic images they can see. They don't necessarily think about, well, that doesn't look like the women I know in real life. They don't make those kinds of comparisons, because that's kind of like making a movie, putting a whole story together, doing logical comparisons. They think about one slide at a time. This is how it looks here. Gee, that's interesting. Maybe I want to look like that.
Jasmine in the Aladdin film, in which there's a scene where she becomes a seductress to distract the person who's after Aladdin.
I never realized how incredibly handsome you are.
That's better. Now, Pussycat, tell me more about myself.
Your beard is so twisted.
This I find very dangerous, because you have, again, it gives young girls the idea that that is the way that you get what you want. You use your body.
One of the themes seen repeatedly in Disney's movies is that however strong or powerful a female character may be, she still needs to be rescued by a male. In the world of Disney, females not only get into trouble easily, they also lack the ability to save their own lives. This is true even of Disney's films of the 80s and 90s.
A great deal of my work in my professional life has to do with family violence. And when you look at that movie with that eye, the abuse is horrific.
No, Belle, listen to me. I'm old. I've lived my life.
Wait.
Belle!
Wait!
He screams at her. He imprisons her. He throws her father out the door and rips her family away from her. His behavior is, without question, frankly and horrifically abusive.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, and now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
And this is a movie that is saying to our children,
Overlook the abuse, overlook the violence. There's a tender prince lurking within, and it's your job to kiss that prince and bring it out, or to kiss that beast and bring the prince out. That's a dangerous message.
If that was my friend and I'd seen her go through this whole thing, I'd probably just say, keep on being nice and sweet like you are, and that would probably change him. And in the movie, it does.
When you produce a discourse as public as that, and you have that kind of power, or the kind of power that allows you to distribute those messages to thousands, if not millions of children, then you have a responsibility.
When children see a movie and then try to replicate the script, and there are toys that help them do that, a whole line of toys that are exact replicas of what they've seen on the screen, the message they're getting is, kids, when you play, you're supposed to play the movie. And here are toys to help you do it. And because children focus on the salient dramatic, the toy keeps them focused on that narrow plot. And when I hear a lot of my research has had been teachers describing play all over the world looking exactly the same. And it can stay the same and fixated and not evolve and change. When that happens, children learn the lessons they see in the media much more.
We have no obligation to make history. We have no obligation to make art. We have no obligation to make a statement. To make money is our only objective.
Are they teachers or are they entertainers? If they have so much power, I think it's time for them to feel some responsibility. To educate children about the world they really live in. I really believe that as an entertainer, you have a responsibility to be a teacher as well. Because you have someone's attention.